Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We got a second day, consecutive days of FastBreak content. Good to be back. Apparently, a lot of NBA news this morning. Terry Rozier, scary Terry, turning the Heat into a scary team. He gets traded to Miami with for Lowry and a first-round pick. Lowry most likely getting moved again from Charlotte. We got the rumors that Malcolm Brogdon might be heading to the New York Knicks any day now. And then the Milwaukee Bucks. 30-13, I believe their record is, second in the Eastern Conference, fresh off of 2 wins in a row against the Detroit Pistons. And yikes. Instead, he gets bounced. Adrian Griffin fired now, reports that Doc Rivers emerging. Just real quick on that, I guess it's not too surprising. We've talked about it a bunch, but like there's been leaks in the locker room for the last couple of months, right? There's the conversation between Bobby Portis and Adrian Griffin. There was all they said they have to change the defense. So I guess they wanted to get it done with now before it was too late. But man, they're just kind of like a crazy, crazy day. Not really sure what happened. I don't understand how freaking Doc Rivers fixes it, but man, who knows? Is this related to FastBreak? Yeah, you know how it is. I'd be a little concerned if you were rolling out Malcolm Brogdon tonight, because there's always the chance he gets shut down early because maybe he gets traded. But I don't think Malcolm Brogdon would fit in the top 5 or the top 10 for that matter. So what we're going to do first, actually, for those that were here yesterday and who commented on the video after it went live, and the last one that we got was our guy, Melted Purpose. He was the last one to make the list for commenting today. This is for the Scotty Barnes Top Shot debut. So we're going to give this bad boy away right here and right now. Appreciate everybody that tuned in and watched the video and hung out with us and dropped the comment and subscribe to the channel, all of that stuff. Let's share the screen here. Let's see. We got the Scotty TSD. So if you win, you ship this. Now, again, today we're giving away the LaMelo Top Shot debut, okay? The LaMelo one is today. And the way that you'll qualify for that one is by commenting on this video after it goes live today. But this one is for Scotty Barnes. This was from yesterday's show. You can see we got 39 entrants here. We're ready to lock and load, baby. Let's see who's taking this down. I already got your Top Shot information. I'll send it to you after the show. If you get the W, who's it going to be? Ooh, it's looking like Raikon or the Zavala Bala. Where's it going to lean? It is the Raikon 007. Let's go. Big W, Raikon. Appreciate you, man. Congrats on the W. Okay. So tonight, again, so after this show's over, all you're going to have to do, drop a little comment in the chat. And you'll get yourself a LaMelo. I'll explain it a little bit more once we get there. I'm going to close out of that. We got Raikon gets the W. So let's go over to today's contest. We'll start. Today is field goals made, correct? And I'm seeing you guys talk about it in the chat here. Only a handful of people with 6 wins. I saw Boston Base has 5. Iron Gavin, Pogo, you got 4. Our guy, Oh my God, why am I blanking? Supreme Caliente, Brian Foster, B. Foster. He took down first last night. He won his own. He won his own moment. So congrats to him. We love to see the W's. Let me know too, like, I don't know, tweet about shit, put it in the Discord. Let me know how you guys are doing night to night. We got to keep track. We got to keep track how people are cooking out here. All right, so 45 field goals made. We only have a handful of games tonight, right? We have the Battle of New York. We have the Battle of LA as the Lakers and Clippers square off. We also have Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets, excuse me. We have Denver and Indiana, which was a little bit more exciting when I thought Halliburton was going to play, but we have no Hallie tonight. We also have Utah and New Orleans, which I think will be sneaky high scoring, and then Portland OKC, which has a high total. However, we get some blowout concerns, I think, with Denver and Indiana and Portland and OKC, which I don't know if that comes into our decision making. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But let's go jump into underdog first, and that's what we're going to do to start our breakdown here of the fast break contest. We'll go over to the pick'ems, and let's just we'll browse around here. So we're looking for field goal makes, not points, right? And you need 45 total. So what's that? Average of 9. So for points, you see Nikola Jokic is here at 28.5 points. He's someone that's obviously going to stick out as a great play, although I don't know if people are trying to use Jokic today. Jamal Murray here at 24.5 points. We've got all of the Clippers that we can take a look at Kawhi here is at 24.5, the same as Jamal Murray. You have James Harden. What's he at? Harden actually, scoring's down a little bit, 17.5 points. Paul George was on a heater the other night. Let's see what Paulie George is at. You got 24.5. So I think what's a little bit tricky tonight is we're going to have a lot of guys that are like kind of in play. Also, let me blow this up a little bit. I didn't realize it was at 90%. Are you kidding me? That are like kind of in play, right? There's no like smash plays outside of, I don't know. I mean, like Jokic obviously is up there, but let's get down to Portland here because I think Portland is a good talking point. Let's go to Portland and OKC. Let's go to Shea. So Shea here is at 31.5 points, right? We know he can get to the free throw line, but Shea's definitely a guy that gets buckets, gets field goal, makes 2-point assassin. So Shea's probably my favorite play because I think there will be some concern, right? That people are like, oh man, if this is a blowout, is he going to get there? But the good news is with somebody like SGA is if the Thunder blow out the Trailblazers, he's probably scoring, right? So I still feel like Shea's probably my favorite pick too, because when you look at some of the other contests that are coming up, I'll actually go over to let's go over to Momentum Labs, who is letting us use their projections and sponsoring the show. Shout out JBB. So when we look over here, right, so 45 field goals made, and you got SGA leading the way. The other contests we have coming up tomorrow, we have 55 rebounds, then we have points in the paint, then we got 3-pointers, we got plus minus offensive rebounds, 150 points, 25 assists and 5 steals, 50 and 10. Looking at the rest of the contests that are left, Shea, the only one that I'd really want Shea for is the assists and steals. And not that he's a huge assist guy, although he is averaging or projecting for almost 7. He's leading the league in steals right now. But I think the field goals made, like you lock and load SGA in this one. I don't know if anybody feels differently about this, but I think SGA is a lock and load for this. I see Iron saying about J-Dub. Yeah, we can look at Jalen Williams here. But anyways, here's our top few, right? So it's SGA, AD, Kawhi, Jalen Brunson, Randall, Zion, who I think like from a fantasy point perspective, right, hasn't been as impactful as Brandon Ingram over the last couple of weeks. Not even CJ McCollum. However, that's because he doesn't get a lot of rebounds and assists. But he is a field goal machine. As you can see right here, he's averaging 9. He's averaging 9.1, excuse me, a hair above Nikola Jokic. So J-Dub, I do think is kind of interesting. So he's only projecting for, where is he? 7.7 on the dot. Or is that 7.2? No, 7.2. So I do like J-Dub's matchup against the Trailblazers. I think this could be night. He's been racking up efficient points when SGA is resting. What are your thoughts? I do think J-Dub is pretty interesting. And especially if you're trying to, save some dudes. If you're trying to save, you're trying not to use Brunson, you're trying not to use Randall. I totally get it. One thing to note about the Knicks tonight, I think Brunson and Randall are both great plays. Hartenstein is out for the game. unlikely to play with an Achilles injury, which means Jericho Sims. And not that Hartenstein takes up a lot of shots or anything like that, but I'm telling you where the shots are not going. They're not going to Isaiah Hartenstein. So just Brunson and Randall to me are easy clicks. For Randall, I guess you could use him for 55 rebounds if you wanted to save him for that. Or you could save him for points in the paint. But I think, like, for me tonight, I think I would force in here SGA. SGA would be my starting point, and then Brunson and Randall would both be my starting points, because Brunson and Randall are again, like, they both can get 30 points a night easily, and they're just going to be taking shots, right? And they're both here averaging 9.5 and 9.3 respectively, and like AD and Kawhi, I feel like you could use them in other spots if you wanted to, and I'm fine crossing Brunson and Randall off the list right now. So I think I'd be rolling out SGA, Brunson, and Randall. Anybody have any other thoughts on that? I know regulators said go with Brandon Ingram. I'm going to look at Ingram here in a second. But I think those are the ones that I'd pop in there. I'm also pretty comfortable with Zion. I don't think the Utah matchup's not super scary, especially with Walker Kessler coming off the bench these days. I think Zion's going to get a lot of like John Collins or Lauri Markkanen, and he's just a lot bigger than those guys, and he should be able to body him down low. And even if Walker Kessler's in the game and Zion's sharing the floor with Jonas Valanciunas, I think Zion, this is the one of the contests where Zion's made for. I don't really love Zion. I mean, you could, or points in the paint. If you wanted to save him for points in the paint, I totally get that too. But I'm using Zion in one of these two. One of these two is where I'd go. So I think if I'm picking my top five here, I'm going SGA, Brunson, Randall, Brunson, and then Randall. And then I think I want to go to Zion next. Now, we can talk about the Pacers next. Again, I mentioned that the good news here, if you are like, you're like, hey, okay, in the chat right here, Boston Bay says, if you have a Jokic Lego, is this a good matchup for him? So yeah, he's getting Miles Turner. Miles Turner's never really given him a problem. You can see that Jokic isn't really, what is he, like 7th or 8th overall here on the list, and is averaging just about 9 field goal makes a game, or is projected for 9 field goal makes. I think he's great. I think Jokic is great. My only concern, again, is there's no Halliburton. So they do have Siakam. They've got Siakam. Miles Turner is probably going to be like some Aaron Nesmith, Buddy Hield, TJ McConnell, Nemgard, something like that, right? So Jokic could absolutely get there. So could Jamal Murray. But I do just wish this was going to be... Actually, where is this game? Is this game in Indiana? Not that should make too much of a difference. This game is in Indiana. Yeah, I think Jokic is a fine play. Jokic is a fine play. The only thing that I would say about it is, if you're like, oh, should I use Jokic tonight or save him for 55 rebounds, 60 points in the paint, plus minus he's a home run for, offensive rebounds he'd be great for, 50 rebounds. Yeah, he's fine. I think Jokic is absolutely fine. I think Jamal Murray's a little bit fine. I know people were talking about Brandon Ingram here. Again, we were mentioning Zion. I think Ingram's fine as well. He projects for, where is it? Just 8 field goal makes. So 8 field goal makes. I will say Siakam, Paul George, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic all project for more, but I do think BI is a little bit unique. His last couple of games here from Brandon Ingram. Let me get you. Well, let's go over his last five field goal makes from Brandon Ingram here. His last 5 games, not his actual field goal make. So let's see. Field goal attempts, field goal. So 5, 8, 3, 4, and 5 in his last 5 games. So he's been taking a bunch of shots, but again, he hasn't surpassed 9 in any of those. Actually, let's do a little bit of a deeper dive here. I'm going to count how many times Ingram has gone over 9, because right, that's what you're rooting for. You're rooting for 9 here. Let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8, 9. All right. So maybe it was just the last 5. The last 5 that he was like really, really okay. So yeah. So wait, am I going in order? Sorry, guys. I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been 9 games since he has surpassed 9 field goal makes. However, before that, and then it went 10, 9, 9. So that's something to keep in mind. I do like Ingram, though. He's been playing really good. The only thing is he's been running, he's been doing really well fantasy-wise, but I don't know if he's been crushing in field goal makes. Steve says, is running Kawhi and Paul George risky? Should I swap one of them out for Simons or Cam Thomas? I'm sorry you guys can't see this that well. Let's look at Simons here. So Simons projects for 7.5 field goal makes. I don't think it's super risky to run out Kawhi and Paul George. I think they can both get there. Um, I think they can both get there. David said, "Do you have to play AD?" I don't think you have to. Again, I think you can. I think you can keep. I think you can save AD. I think there's like this. If I knew that I had needed to use AD for an upcoming contest, right? Because again, I mentioned the offensive rebounds, points in the paint, plus minus offensive rebounds, total rebounds, like all that stuff, right? I think, and I'm like, okay, I'm crossing AD off. I love SGA tonight. I love Kawhi. I love Jalen Brunson. I love Julius Randle. I love Zion. And I'll say I love Jokic too. I love those guys. I feel like those are all like, I feel very comfortable that we can get up over 45 with that. I think I like, and then I start liking some guys. Like I like Jamal Murray. I like this matchup quite a bit, although Jamal Murray seems to show up when the lights are the brightest. I like Paul George. I mean, I think Siakam, no one's mentioned. I think he could be fine. But I think in this range, right, once we get down to Jamal Murray, I probably like Brandon Ingram, Anthony Simons, honestly, even D'Angelo Russell, right? We have no LeBron James. I didn't mention that last night. No LeBron James, and D'Lo has been. Let's look at D'Lo's last couple games. He has been hot, and I know he's rumored to be leaving the Lakers any day now, so you always have to worry about that, I guess, in some way. But again, with no LeBron, he should get all of the shots his heart desires, right? In his last 5 games, he's made 15 field goals, 5 field goals, 11 field goals, 7 field goals, 14. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good over his last 5. We know there's no LeBron. So I think that's pretty interesting. Let's see what his it is projecting for 7.5. So 7.5. So it's a little riskier, right? That's down in this range where I don't know if you have to get too freaky deaky with it. I do like Simons quite a bit, though. The people that were talking about Simons is pretty good. Desired is saying my trying to save stars include D'Lo, BI, Simons, PG-13, and Brunson. I like that. I like that a lot. I do. I mean, I know I was just kind of poo-pooing Ingram a little bit, but I do like Brandon Ingram. I think Brandon Ingram is a solid play. Iron saying I got Brunson, Kawhi, Paul George, BI, and J-Dub. Yeah, listen, I really like J-Dub as a fantasy play. I do think he's really efficient. I'm drafting him a ton in my underdog drafts today. The matchup against Portland is awesome. Let's look up. We've been doing it with everybody else. We might as well do it with Jalen Williams too. But let's see how many times this season he's gone over that 9 field goal makes. It also is kind of crazy. This dude's just a second-year player, man. He is going to be awesome. All right, so let's see his most recent games. Let's do this right now. So we've got 6 field goal. Hey, listen, you know what? Let me eat my shorts, baby, because this is his last handful of games. Ready? 9 field goal makes, 8, 9, 8, 9, 7, 10, 10, 11, 6. Okay. Let's see what about the last time they played Portland? Let's see if we can get a Portland line here. Didn't they play Portland recently? Why is this not popping up? Oh, here it is. 9 for 10 from Portland. And he has been efficient. You know what? Let's ride or die. It's J-Dub, baby. It's J-Dub season, baby. Mr. Kicker's rolling with D'Lo. We got D'Lo here. Force Cam's using Siakam. Josh Klein is saying, hey, should I grab a Brunson comment for tonight? I really do like Brunson, man. I do. I mean, Brooklyn doesn't defend that well. Even if they put, I don't think they'd put Mikal Bridges on him. Maybe they would. But they just get shots up, man. That's a 2. Even with OG and Anunoby, right? OG was like, dude, let me get over to New York. I want to be used more offensively. They're like, nah, dude, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to live in New York now instead of Toronto. And he's doing a great job at it, right? The Knicks are playing well with OG, but it's the same 2 dudes taking all the shots, and it's Brunson and Randall. So my dream 5 here, say I'm not using AD, if I'm just picking 5 guys, if I'm just picking 5 off the top, I want to go SGA, Brunson, Randall, Zion, and then either one of Kawhi or Jokic. Those would be, because again, I'm saving AD for later. That's what my brain is telling me to do, although AD is a great play. Those would be my 5. One more time, SGA, Kawhi, Brunson, Randall, Zion. Now, and I'm saving Jokic too. I'm not using Jokic. But after that, I do think like Anthony Simons, Brandon Ingram, D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Williams, even Lauri Markkanen. I think Lauri Markkanen should have no problem against New Orleans here. And we can look at his most recent box scores as well and see what the Finn is doing here. Let me pull this up. What year is it? Good Lord, 23, 24. I can't believe Lauri Markkanen's only 26. I feel like he's been in the league for 35 years. Okay, his last few games, 8 field goals, 7, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 12, 7, 10. I do like Lauri. I know that doesn't scream confidence, though. But I do think if you're getting weird, I would rank them like the Simons, D'Lo, J-Dub. That's it. I think that's right. Siakam, Ingram, we already mentioned. Those I don't think you have to get much weirder than that. Much weirder than that. People are saying Coach Griffin was trying to cut the no way. No way. That's hilarious though. That is really funny. But yeah, I think that's where I would lean. And then looking yeah, because again, I think AD makes more sense. Like if you have those other guys that we were just talking about, I would try to save AD and Jokic. I would. Because again, 55 rebounds when you're averaging, what's that? For five, that's like you're averaging 11 boards per player. Like tomorrow is going to be tough. I would rather have, although I don't know if they're playing tomorrow. Shit. That's one thing I didn't pay attention to in the schedule. So when we look at tomorrow's schedule, right? You know well, I'll save it for tomorrow, but Charlotte just gets bodied by bigs, so sign me up for some Detroit. You could also get weird with like Derek Lively or Maxi Kleber against Phoenix, but probably not. Jalen Duren, who else? You got Minnesota against Washington. It'll be Rudy night. Do the Lakers play tomorrow? No, so the Lakers and Nuggets don't play tomorrow. So disregard everything I said. I mean, I know there's other opportunities like points in the paint on the 25th would be another time to use both AD and Jokic, but there we go. I know like people are talking about Griffin. I'm not surprised they fired this coach though. There's been leaks. Remember the Bobby Portis thing, right? Bobby Portis, like Chris Haynes leaked almost immediately after the game that Bobby Portis was like yelling at the coach. So hey, I'm not surprised by this at all. You know who should be holding this L though is Giannis, because Giannis wanted him. So hold that L, Giannis. And Giannis is probably also the one that said, get him out of here, because I can't imagine they made that move without him. But I do understand them making the move now. Like if that's lingering, man, and you're trying to win a championship right now, you just kind of mortgage some of your future to go get Dame. You can just cut the cord now. Cut it now. But it is kind of wild to see the second best team in the East just kind of see you later. And he finally gets a coaching opportunity. And then gets 30 wins and then is moved right off. It's crazy. I hope he gets another opportunity, though. That's unfair, even though I do think he's done a bad job. Josh says grabbed a Brunson, running D'Lo, Brunson, Simons, Randall, and Jamal Murray. Josh, I'm telling you, that's unique as hell. That is unique as hell, and I feel like you will, if that hits, and you get some off nights from Sir Shea Gilgeous, who knows? Maybe you're taking down. Right, it's the LaMelo tonight. LaMelo's the giveaway tonight. All right, if you have any other questions, fire them in the chat real quick. Just so you guys know, after this video is over, right? I appreciate everyone being here, but the second it's done, go into the comments, drop your Top Shot username. There's also less people here than yesterday, so maybe we sucked yesterday, or maybe people are busy today. But drop your Top Shot username into the comments, and that will give you a chance at winning the LaMelo Top Shot debut. We already gave away the Scotty Barnes today to Riken 007. He won it. Tomorrow will be the LaMelo, and it's all you're going to do is comment on this video. And then, of course, we'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. to do the exact same thing. We're doing it all week. Mr. JB Proof says, what do you think about Siakam? I do like Siakam, man. I really wish Halliburton was playing. I want this game to be fast-paced. I want it to keep close. But Siakam does project really well when we look at field goal makes 8.6, right? And you're looking for an average of 9, so 8.6. I do like Siakam. What has he done in his first couple of games, actually, with Indiana? Also, Snoop, I saw you say that it was Vinyls on Twitter. Siakam's last couple of games with the Indiana Pacers. He's 6 field goal makes and 9 field goal makes, but he's taken 14 in both of them. So hopefully that role evolves a little bit. If that game stays close, I love Siakam. I'm just nervous that the game gets blown out. Ooh, Dustin in the chat. Let's go. I won on the wheel today, and I commented yesterday. Mr. Kicker, you were on the wheel. I wrote it down, baby. Maybe you didn't win, Mr. Kicker. But let me see. I'm pretty sure you're on the wheel, and let's see if you were actually on the comments. Like Ryan commented too late. Oh God, I love giveaway issues. That's what happened yesterday. So rare stuff. It's just good that it's consistent. Consistently bad giveaways. Let's see what we got. Let's look for Mr. Kicker. Where are you at? I replied or liked almost every single comment that got on there, and I don't see Mr. Kicker yet. Although I do remember seeing you, so I feel like you're in there. I'm scrolling through. Mr. Kicker. Okay, we're gonna share screen, and I'm gonna show you, big boy. And we can take a look at it together. We're all in this together. Hold on, let's see what else is going on. Shadow banned. Ooh, maybe you're shadow banned. Who knows? All right, let's see what it looks like. Ready? Let's go to the channel. No, that's not what I want. What did I want? Right here. Ooh. All right, Mr. Kicker, show me where you at, girl. Here we go. We got Boston Base. I see Tandy. We got Chewy. I see Riken. This is our winner right here. We got the Zavala Bala, Airplane Mode, H Skate, Kenny, Jammers in here. We got Snoop, CP Tino, David Lee, Melted Purpose, Skurs, Mass Dog, Bad Step. We got Skeets himself, the Goon Squad, Baloo, Money, MNEY. We had Prudick, Race One, Hishmish, Tracer, Good Morning Shorty Stuff, Desired Stringer Ball, Zach, Magnum, Collie, the Zavala Ball again, Who Bob, Coach P.O., Swords, Kabaya. Yeah, I don't see you, buddy. I don't see you in there, man. I don't know what happened. Maybe the shadow ban is real, dude. Freaking, did Elon buy YouTube too? Is that what happened, bro? But yeah, make sure you get in there. There we go. Roy just coming in here to be mad again. Tough day at work. Been researching prices or flights for the first round. Well, instead, why don't you research some prices for All-Star Game weekend? We're going to be out in Indiana, baby. Indianapolis. We're going to be in Indianapolis February 17th to the 19th. Whatever that Thursday. I'm going to go with Thursday. We'll be there till Sunday. So if you guys are in Indianapolis, hit me up. We can hang out or something, We'll do some videos or whatever. But there we go. That's it. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Kicker. Just do it again today. I'll make sure you're in there. For today's contest. But shout out to Riken. Appreciate everybody hanging out for a little fast break. Again, open to feedback this week. So if you guys have thoughts of what you would like to see for this for the content around the contest, so let me know. Don't worry, Mr. Kicker. Don't worry. I trust you. I'm sorry you got robbed. I'll send you a Dwayne Bacon. What's your Top Shot handle? You'll get a Bacon, baby. But yeah, if you guys have any feedback of how you would like to see this, hit me up, let me know, and then we'll break this down again tomorrow, looking at what's tomorrow again? It's tomorrow the rebounds. 55 rebounds tomorrow. Good Lord, that's a lot of boards. It's a lot of boards, baby. All right, appreciate everyone being here. Have a good rest of the day. Good luck. Go win some prizes, and then let me know how you did. We are out.
Well, the top shot streets